Next tip, I would recommend to hold jigger as close as possible to your glass when you're pouring. So it's pretty much you pour 2 ounces and you're ready to pour, instead of just, for example, if you grab jigger and then fill it up all the way to top, and then it's like really challenging to bring it over here. That's why I would just recommend to hold it right here. If you use 2 ounces, you still fill them up all the way till the top, so you're pretty much ready to pour right away and there is no spill. So you're just holding it as close as possible. So, same when you use only 1 ounce. So I'm practicing jiggers. You can just practice with only an empty bottle a few times, so you just know exactly like that's the movement. 1, 2, because you want to do it quick. So pam. Do instead of just holding it here and pour, which sometimes there is a chance you might spill a little bit. So let's say if your bottle's completely full, what you can do, you can just cover it first and then put it like this upside down. So and then lift it up and pour. 1, 2, 3. Let me show it to you with liquid. Absolutely the same when you pour 2 ounces. You pour it from bottle with the pour spot into this part, so sometimes this might happen. See, there was like a little tiny spill. That's why I highly recommend just instead of put bottle upside down, see there's always a little spill like most of the time. Turn it slowly into this position, ready to pour, and only then put it straight. Goes like this, a little bit slower and then faster. Okay, next, I would recommend to hold bottle somewhere like in the middle or even closer to bottom. So that's why when you hold it, it's actually less chances to spill rather than, for example, if you holding it somewhere right here. So it's like, I know it's more challenging. That's why you should be holding it either here or closer to bottom. It's just you will even feel you have a lot more control. Ooh. If you pouring from the pour spout, it's the other way around. So it will be really hard and awkward if you hold it like this. So there is more chances to spill. I would recommend just to hold bottle by the neck. That's the best way. Okay, and this is really important. When you actually already finished pouring into the jigger, let's say 2 ounces or so, you should take your time and try to pour on top of ice slower, because if you just dump it really quick, this is what's gonna happen. So you see, it just goes over ice and there is massive spill. Of course, it's totally okay when you pour into shaker or into mixing glass, so this one's totally fine. But if you have ice, so you stop and then you pour slowly over ice.